morning, good evening, good afternoon, lads, ladies, pirates, players. We all people behind the profile stats. Today was the day where I wanted to just wake up on a Sunday morning and want thing, some breakfast. Yeah, it's not a Vitalite advertisement. Yeah, basically, I woke up to a comment on my channel. Basically, look, I want to clarify this right now. I'm not in a position to speak upon conspiracy theories. And Plunder Pirates, that's the one. Yeah, from constructive criticism to conspiracy theories. I mean, come on, bruv. Like, I'm not expertise could ever do Patash in this area of the game. I don't know nothing about how people use the minimums and limitations of business and money and gems, and within the boundaries of the fairness in gameplay. Who am I? Do you understand? Many times when I say things to people and whatever, and anyone just says, oh, who are you to tell us? You know what I'm saying? Look, there's a proper way. There's a part of the game. There's help. There's settings, help, and send an in-game ticket with your proof. It's happened before, do you understand? There's people, players, Planet Pirate Discords. You know, there's people there that have had this conversation before directly with people that are, the moderators and the people that are the designers and producers and whatever monkey business, you understand what I'm saying? They've already gone through this. It's already been proven. Yeah, it's already been proven that there is no unfair play going on. There is nothing, no issues that the game has not covered. The game is bulletproof. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because remember, it's a business. They're not gonna bring down their own game, And and who doesn't mind a bit of a decent pay pack? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't mind a bit of a decent wage going to their pockets? No one's gonna say no to that. So how it works is even if you were to go on the Plunder Pirate Discords and explain things to them, they're gonna need proof, right? From you and all those that feel that they are wherever you could ever do patoshed. I found many strategies across the game. I don't use things that I feel are not correct, but saying whatever I'm saying. Sometimes you have to come down a path in piracy. Sometimes you have to see things, know things that could probably damage the game. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like there's things that I could right now, even if this is my 1800th video, 1900th, or even my first videos, I could give out strategies that could bring the game down the next day. But the thing is, who's that going to benefit? Who's that going to be a loss to? I'm a loyal player pirate that enjoys this game in its most purest forms. That's all I try to encourage. Just enjoy it, make the most of it, do what you need to do. Work towards your targets and goals, and figure your own path through your own journeys in the gameplay. I'm not going to entertain any conspiracy theories on this channel. Time to put on the mic. That's the one. Check mic 1, 2, that's the one. I'm not going to entertain any conspiracy theories on this channel. As I says in my last video's comment section, that this has been put forward before, so I wish not to cover it. Because basically what happened was, story time. Look, I'm not going for the Monthly Leaderboard Championships because I'm not even a contender or a competitor. Look, I've already got it once, I've got it twice, yeah? So I got it 3 times, you understand? So what is there that I have to prove? Nothing. A lot of people, players that may have reached to my point in the gameplay where the walls are maxed out, where there's no troops to train up anymore, there's nothing coming soon, you understand? Button moon, whatever. There's no more voodoo troops to train, there's no more, I want something to, there's no more, fully trained, you understand? But there's outfits that have percentages. Don't look at these as outfits. For a few seconds, for a few minutes, blank your mind. Yeah, this is me, Zagadabadoof Patas. This is me taking over. Yeah, this is me putting you in a trance. Mind manipulation. Look at all these outfits. For a moment, wipe all these outfits out of your mind. Just look at numbers and percentages. Yeah. Just look at it as if like, this is the best one for the Sky Raiders. That's the outfit. I want more percentage. Just look at its percentages. That's all you have to look at, it as percentages. This is what I'm working towards. This is my game. This is what I'm focusing on. Once I've completed all this, yeah. Once I've completed all that, then I will start to focus on other areas of the game. But until then, I'm not in a position to say what people and players are doing across the game, because that's their own thing. End of the day, it gets dark. But what people and players do across the game, that's their business. And remember, next time you come on my channel to comment on any subject of any matter, and when I ask you for your name and guild name, at least be decent and sensible enough to just explain to me who you are and who I'm dealing with. Because I'm loyal to the players. And the reality is, the world that we live in is run on business, money, and gems. Gems, because there are some gems around the world that they don't have a price mark on them, because the quality of them is just so above the rest. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, so it's like this, that I wanted to talk about so much positivity that this game has. As I said in the past, you only have to look at the reviews in the App Store to see how most wonderful and amazing this game really is. But there are people, players, that are bringing the game down. The thing is, you have to know why you're playing the game. You have to be playing it for the right reasons. And I feel as if not all, most players have missed the point. This game is a great relaxation to get away from, whatever happenings in real life and whatever situations. It's quite sad that has to be the case, because we have our own true abilities and icons in the real life that are far more greater and important than this game. But this game has a position, a status that has been caused and created through the positivity vibe ripple effects that took place many, many moons and years ago. That continues because we all are a product of the ancestors, not just real life, but the gameplay too. And some of us have embraced our spirituality of gameplay in real life wholeheartedly. And that's what brings out the real true pirate within us. This game has all the cogs, ways of taking and configurations of entertaining such an approach of a person, a player that's willing to do things their way. It doesn't have to be the right way or the wrong way. It has to be their own way. And even though things in life and media may be manipulated or biased against whatever you feel is right, but sometimes you have to think, is this devil's work or is it God's work? Is this like, are you going to cause more damage than good? So that's where I step in, you see. That's where I kind of like Nothing is fair in life and gameplay. It's simple as that. There's times when you've got 3 stars and the clock just ticked out and you still shows 2-star victory. There's times when your defense shows 3 stars but you see the replay says 2 stars. There's things in the game. I mean, who in their right frame of mind would download a game from a source that should have been bulletproof to start with, and then a free app, a game, and then be called cheaters? Who in the right frame of mind would even ignore that? When you find out players are doing that, instead of banning them, find out where they got it from so you can stop it from happening to others. That's the one. There's ways that you can approach and do things, not to exercise your authority, like I've got the biggest toenails, you understand what I'm saying? Or I've got the crispiest ones. Look, today we're talking lanterns. Today we are talking, just talk, let's talk, you understand? I can talk about any subject related to the gameplay. I can speak about it all day, believe me. And I feel as if this channel has evolved into whatever it has today. I'm become the nanny pirate of the gameplay. Not the godfather, I'm the nanny looking after all these little... The thing is, look, this game is whatever you want it to be. You want to just sail, you can sail. You got events, you got gems coming your way, you got EP, BP, gold, grog. You can work whatever ways that you want with this game. That's the greatest thing about it. And for it to be still existing and going is a great thing. It's a blessing. I'm not going to feel bad about it. If this game was to go tomorrow, I'm not going to feel bad about it anymore, because the nature is what we have to follow. And and I feel as if at times that are challenging, where the world is facing difficulties, this is when these type of games should be funded and encouraged more. This is the type of game that should be encouraged more. And it's not my fault if people are doing things differently. I'm not in a position to, on this channel is not created to talk about conspiracy theories. Yeah. Because whatever players and people are doing with their PR up and PR down, ego, whatever people are doing, whatever kind of ways they are using, whether it's shields planned or unplanned, whatever procedures they're using, that's their own thing. I'm not in a position to say any good and bad about anyone. All these guilds are trying hard. They have players that are loyal. There's people from different parts of the world that have different device availability times. There's people that are spending time with their families, without their families, people that are waiting for their families. There's people that are away from their children. There's people that are away from their parents that log into this game. There's people in all points of the planet and the world that enjoy this game, using flags and whatever configurations the game is allowed. They're staying within the boundaries and enjoying the game and enjoying the growth of the game. There's people that are building guilds. There's people that are architects of gameplay. There's people that are trying to keep things safe. There's people that are trying to spoil it for others. There's people that are bringing more suffering by kicking people without even giving them a chance or a choice. And sometimes it's not the language of the voice, it's more about knowing there's real people behind the profile stats. That's why I'm talking to you today, Texas Aggies. Farmers Fight Scorer 325, welcome. Scores meaning they want PR 325. That's the minimum requirements here. You have to be a PR 325 to stay within the guild, otherwise all these players at the bottom are going to be kicked. That's what they're trying to say. So I should start a guild that is only for streakers, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you don't streak 5 or 10 in the first week, you're going to get kicked. Guild that's only for streaking, not for farming, not for training, just streaking, you understand what I'm saying? Or you're going to remove them. Yeah, people make their own rules and laws. There's minimums and limitations. This game, see, because it's money motivated, everyone's got to get paid, you understand? That's why the hunger's not there like, everyone else. I think people that do comment on my channel, they're only people that want good for the game. So I'm not going to single you out or name you, but end of the day, you only mean good intentions. You only want what's right for the game. So I don't blame you for whatever you think and you feel, but there's a proper way of doing things. You have to go through the help section. You have to send your screenshots and information to those that are running the game, the developers, and ask them to look into it, because my hands are clean. I don't deal with those kind of situations where, whatever issues there are, you go through the correct procedure. This is not the channel where you want to begin to, it's not, even if it's not conspiracy theory, but it's a vocal minority. There's a vocal minority of around probably 10, 20 people, 30 people that are saying certain specific things, but they don't have any proof. So what you need to do is, you need to, with the right intentions and with the right approach, go to the right people. But the only answer you're going to hear is knock knock, who's there going to be with potash? That's what you're going to hear. And it's already being discussed on the Discord and the Discords. And they've already said it. Lindsay Midoki clarified and cleared it, that there is no foul play being made in the game. I mean, who's gonna kick their own plate that's got the food on it? Yeah, who doesn't want to have a good Halloween or a Christmas? Who doesn't want to, that's what I'm saying? So it's business, money motivated, gem motivated game. That's what helps too. That's what the reliance of the gameplay business configuration of the science is, allowing the game to exist upon those gems, upon that path. And there's players out there that have many gems that they've mounted up. So now they want to use those gems towards getting every single one of their players on, the monthly leaderboard champions. That's what they're trying to do. Can't you see it happening? It's happening right in front of your own eyes and you don't see it. That's what's going on. That's what they're doing. I've been saying it for ages. Yeah, it takes people time and certain specific stages to catch on to the linguistics and algorithm dynamics of the approach of the Unique Rebel. Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. You make it where you want. Yeah, you make it where you want. But end of the day, it gets dark. End of the day, it's a game. And this is where all people, players of all ages, groups and sizes, whichever envelopes you come in, it doesn't matter. But it's the choices that you make after that matters. After you've got the understanding of what's right and wrong. That's the whole point of growth. And over time, it's down to you to use your inner being of abilities and icons that can be triggered in certain specific small amounts of controlled pressures, of whether it's hungers or fasting, or whether it's being in partnership and places with people that have the abilities of knowing the truth. Yeah, it's like, for instance, I give example, like all this silliness about how the pyramids made. Once you start to believe the who, then how it becomes easy to understand. There's no confusion, especially when there's multiple benefits and strategies happening all at the same time. Once you understand, once you're willing to accept and understand that you want to know, then you can start figuring things for yourself. Many times I've given away gameplay information to others in the past, but they're never going to give credit to me for giving it away to them or to others that they asked to ask me. It's always a ripple and trigger effect. And I can cause any type of a movement when it comes down to it. It's not difficult for me, because once I know what the real reality is behind the whole situation, you begin to understand. I'm not here to say who is worthy and who is not. End of the day, this is a game. I want you all to enjoy it in its almost purest forms. I feel as if there's real people behind the profile stats that all deserve to play this game and enjoy it. And that's all I stand for, is the loyal players. You make what you want of it, but I know I'm playing the most best game in the world. That's all I know is I'm playing the best game in the world and I'm enjoying it. And I'm not going to leave it for anyone. But never say never. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to try my best to just complete it. So at least then I can, so I can just press a few buttons here. And I can press a button here. I can press, where is it, you monkey? And I can just enjoy it. Put that old music on. That Tudor type of a music. If you hear my voice, echo, 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 be assured I'd always be there for you. And all those that be wherever you could ever do for Patost. Yeah, this game is so enjoyable. The graphics are wonderful. There's so much positivity. Believe me, you only have to look at the reviews in the App Store. You'll understand and realize the positivity vibe this game has. Yeah, I don't like to just take comments off my channel. People are very understanding, respectful out there. There was a time when people were approaching Midoki on the Discords and explaining to Midoki how they felt certain specific guilds and people might be cheating. But at the end of the day, it's good that they were approaching Midoki because at least those people had the intentions. They had the intentions of something that they believed in. And it's important that we as a people, that's what we should do. We should always approach the correct people in the correct manner so we can cause and create a difference for the betterment of the future of the gameplay. That's what this game's all about. We're trying to keep it safe from people from doing those kind of things. Anyway, allow me to go, as I wish you all well, wherever you may be. In the fairness of gameplay and real life, keep smiling, keep shining, keep rising. Free of piracy and gameplay enjoyments as the continuum will begin to evolve, with a fair chance of enjoying the game in its most purest forms. But most importantly, the real lives, and that's the one. Number one, my pirate subscribers, and number one, my fizzy. That's the one.